It's the first annual Saxophone Academy Christmas special. I'm going to share my favorite things from 2020, and I have a very big gift for you. First off, Merry Christmas to all of you in the Saxophone Academy. And if you'd like to join, simply hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do hit the like button to unlock holiday cheer. Now today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite saxophone and practice related things from 2020, but first I have a very big present that I'm very excited to share with you. The Saxophone Academy Fundamentals course is set to launch in January. Now I've been working on this content for years and over the past several months, fine-tuning and getting it ready for launch. I am extremely excited about this. Now, originally, this was going to be a paid premium course, but over the course of this pandemic, I know a lot of us are struggling financially and don't have a lot of disposable income. So it was important to me to make this free for everyone. I'm bad at making money. I'll figure out how to do that sometime later down the road, but right now, I don't want anyone to miss out on the education because you can't afford it. It's going to be free for everyone. Now, it's going to consist of a lot of old school, awesome saxophone exercises, but is it just scales? Oh no, it goes way beyond that. We've got long tone exercises, overtone exercises, monthly warm-ups, gazillions of scales, intervals, and technical exercises to keep you busy for a very long time. We're going to have monthly prizes and challenges, and I'm going to be working with you along the way. It's going to span over an entire year as we address different elements of playing, of sound, technique, and musicianship. But wait, there is more. Meet Dan Hitchcock. Dan was a winner of the North American Saxophone Alliance Jazz Saxophone Competition and a finalist for the Michael Brecker competition. He's one of the absolute best musicians and straight-ahead jazz players I know, and I've commissioned a set of etudes from Dan. So he's going to write 12 etudes, one for each month, covering all 12 major keys. I've been working on them, and they are cool. You're going to love them, and they're going to be free for everyone. I'm going to be demonstrating all the alto etudes, and Dan will actually be playing the tenor etudes himself. It's going to be good, but wait, there's more. For each of the etudes, I'm having a backing track. I sent my boys, the Sononauts, into the studio, my rhythm section, and they're creating a bespoke backing track for every single one of the etudes. They'll be free as well for everyone in the Academy. I could not be more excited about this project. I think we're going to have a lot of fun over the course of this year working and growing together. Now, behind the scenes, the special announcements will be taking place on Instagram. That'll be kind of our community coffee house. So please do click on the link below and follow us on Instagram. Join that community, and that way we can interact more with each other, and I can give you feedback as well. I'm very excited, and I really hope you do come along for the journey. Now, let's talk about our favorite saxophone things from this year. First up, Boston Sax Shop reeds. Now, I hate hype trains, but choo-choo, I'm on board. Some of my friends are Boston Sax Shop artists and have been playing these for a while, so I finally tried them because they wouldn't shut up about them, and they're good. They're French cane. I think they may be made by Regatti, if I'm not mistaken. It's good French cane, and it is a American style, not a French file reed, which is going to be great for jazz playing. It's a really nice blend of warmth and edge. It's got a bit of zip, but lots of body. The high end has brilliance, but not too bright, and the low end is actually free-blowing and warm. It's kind of like the perfect set of compromises, but it doesn't feel like a compromise. I've been really impressed with these reeds. So let's take a listen. Now, these cost a couple of bucks more than the big name brands. I found it to be worth it. I've been really impressed with the consistency of the reeds. There's going to be some variance in the strength of reeds within any given number. So among a 3 or a 3.5, some are going to feel slightly softer or stronger. With the Boston Sax Shop reeds, I found there to be a very little difference. They were surprisingly consistent. I hope you can maintain that quality of consistency. Now, Jack, the owner, is also making some very cool saxophone gear, tenor saxophone mouthpiece, and a very cool saxophone ligature. He promises me he's going to be venturing into alto gear very soon. I'm going to try to get my hands on it and let you know how it is. Now, speaking of Jack, the owner, he's an aficionado of luxury Swiss wristwatches. Me? I like to make my student loan payments, which why number 2 is the Timex Easy Reader. Now bear with me, I know it's not a saxophone accessory, but it's something that can help you track your time in the practice room. And what gets measured gets managed. Now for 30 bucks, you can find these on Amazon or even inside Target stores, and there's some variations in different color schemes. You're gonna find one that looks good, and you can track your practice session with them. Now wait, you might think, what about my phone? I'll just use my phone to time things. Nope. Phone is a huge distraction. The minute you pull it out to check the time or see how much time you've been spending on your scales or your long tones, you're gonna see that little notification badge. You got an email, you got a message. It takes a lot of willpower not to check those, because remember, those apps are designed by the smartest people on earth with nearly unlimited budgets to keep you distracted. So ditch the smartphone when you're practicing, pick up a cheap American wristwatch, and I think you're gonna be happy. And remember, quality means to meet specification. The Timex does that very well. Don't confuse it with luxury, which is a whole different thing that I can't afford. Number 3, better Trax play-alongs. Now, a lot of you this year, like me, have felt a little bit lonely, at least musically. I planned on doing a full-length album this year with the Sononauts in the studio. All that got canceled because of the pandemic, so I was really happy to find these really good-sounding play-along tracks. They've got excellent recording quality, and they really just hit the sweet spot of tempos you want in these tunes. Let's take a listen. Now, even aside from the really good sound quality, there's some other reasons I really like these things. For starters, you can actually perform with these. Each tune has a little intro of a couple bars that's super easy to hear, instead of having a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, which if you're playing like a vineyard or a winery, it's not really that cool. Now, you don't just get the MP3 backing track with this, you also get some other cool features. You get chord charts, you get multiple keys for some of the tunes, you also get individual instrument stems. So if you use a digital audio workstation like Pro Tools or Logic or GarageBand, you can separate the individual tracks and mix the drums and the bass and the piano however you like. Now these are made by Jay Metcalf over at Better Sax. If you have an internet connection, you probably know who he is. When I first started this channel, Jay actually reached out to offer encouragement, which really meant a lot to me. He's a really nice guy. Now I bought these, and then later he reached out and offered an affiliate code. So if you do want to purchase these, you can click on the link below, and a little bit of that money goes to help support this channel. Check them out. I've been impressed. Number 4, coffee. If you're homeschooling 2 kids during a pandemic like I am and trying to squeeze in a little bit of practice time, coffee's there to help. It's loaded with antioxidants and, more importantly, caffeine. Caffeine. It's the reason you're seeing a video right now. Number 5, the Gap Cap by Key Leaves. Now, I'm a big fan of their key props, and Rulon and the team have set out to solve yet another sax problem with the end cap. Now, I use an aftermarket case, which doesn't fit my saxophone perfectly. There's a little bit of wiggle laterally, horizontally. I don't know. There's some wiggle from top to bottom in the case where it doesn't fit perfectly in the case. Enter the Gap Cap. The top screws up and down to make sure you get the perfect fit in any aftermarket case, keeping your saxophone more snug and secure. Now, the bottom has a very cool spiral design, which allows it to flex and fit in and out of your saxophone very easily while letting air flow in, helping things dry out better, because moisture is a huge enemy to saxophone maintenance. The one I have is green, but they now offer a cool gold and silver option too. Gold would look really good in my saxophone, so Santa, if you're listening, I've been a good boy. Number 6, Chasin the Bird, Charlie Parker in California. Now this is a graphic novel, which is like a big comic book, but before you object, some of the best writing and entertainment that's happened over the past several years has happened in comic books. Some of the best shows on Netflix, like Umbrella Academy and Lock and Key, were first comic books. There's some very talented people working in that industry, and it certainly shows in this graphic novel. The artwork is fantastic, it's great writing and storytelling. It's a lot of fun and an easy read. I highly recommend it. Learn a little bit about history and be entertained in the process. So let me know in the comments below your favorite new saxophone item for this year. And that's gonna do it for 2020. Now please do join us on Instagram. We're gonna be active there over the next couple weeks, getting ready for the fundamentals course launch. I really do hope you join our community over there so I can interact, give you some feedback, and we're gonna have a good time together. In the meantime, please stay safe, and I hope you have the happiest of holidays with your family. Now go practice.